and booking everything.
I have been so busy
to that
with
point.
so many things.
We're working out a few technical
They're able
So
to
did
get
you
my
get any
shirt
dog
ideas
tags
together
made
and
yet?
putting the tour
Our,
together.
our
And
GM is messing around here.
tags
Getting
made.
the routing and booking everything.
I have been so busy
to that
with.
point.
Yeah,
I
we're
hear
gonna
that.
play
That
a
is
song
looping
from-
like hell.
We
We're
want,
working out
yeah.
a few
I'm sorry,
I'm
Waylon.
laughing. It's all good, guys. No, don't be sorry.
We're
This
gonna,
rock and roll, baby.
I'm
Shit
gonna
happens.
smile now, but my foot's going up Mike's butt later.
So we're going to be playing the first song, "Killer's Confession." Now this is featuring.
Yes.
Now this features Brian, of course, from Korn.
Brian
Yes.
Head Welch.
Brian Head Welch. So let's
Ron Head Welch.
yeah, let's play this for our listeners and let them check it out. It's a great song. I've already heard it. So this is
I love it.
Killer's Confession.
I wouldn't let me go, no. I wouldn't advise anyone to. I mean, not listen.
Just to take your throne. Voice of my past, the mistakes I must own. You have burdened me with your lies and your ways. Another god in your treasury. Can I replace the way that I feel? No, I can't. This is my hand to play. You're just another pawn in my game. Another move. No one remembers your name. Feel my pain through your eyes. It's self-sustaining, liberating, the deadest part of me. In time, you will see me a ghost of your past. Now a monster in reality. In your mind, I walk freely, destroying your thoughts, corrupting your reality. How can you move forward when you're looking back, chasing shadows from your past? Another day, another life, but don't forget I was there watching all the time. The blame is on you, dragging this out on me with everything that you do. I want your neck in my nose. Don't give a shit what you say. Words fall like plagues in my face. I wasn't here to play. I will own you. Feel my pain.
Edge, Kerrville's Real Rock Radio. We are worldwide. And that, of course, in the cloud of smoke was none other than Reavis, or Waylon
Reavis.
Reavis. I'm sorry. I always said it wrong before too.
It's all good. Nobody can say my name.
And now that was
Nobody can say my name.
that was a Killer's Confession that featured, of course, Brian Head Welch from Korn. Great stuff right there, man. Loved it.
Thank you very much. That song was Matt Trumpy, my main man, Matt, my boy. I love that dude to death. When I reached out to fans, and I told fans, I said, hey, if you want me to sing with you, send me some tracks, And nobody really realized what my true intention was. I was scouting, and I was looking for a band.
Sure.
And I was looking for members. And I was sent so many songs. I did a lot of songs with bands over the last year. But at the point, I was getting ready to be like, man, I'm just not going to find what I'm looking for. I go through my email, and I find this email from this thing called Darklit Sky. And I opened it up, and I got this song. And I was like, holy shit. I swear, I listened to it 30 times as soon as I heard it. It hit me, and it was like, this is the dude, this is the dude, this is the dude. I emailed him back. And I started talking to Matt, and I'm like, dude, you got to do a band with me. Well, during all that, I sent the song to Brian from Korn. And I hit him up, and we were really good friends because I'd seen him like 2 weeks before. He'd played here in Cleveland. And I asked Brian, I said, hey, man, would you produce this? If I get this kid to do an album with me, dude, this is so amazing. And you've all been a major inspiration to me throughout my career and getting me started, back when I was 16, and it was the first band I ever seen. And, then we met again in Australia and really kindled off a friendship and became really good friends. And Brian emailed me back. He goes, I hate to break it to you, but I don't have the gift of producing, but I'll play on it. Nice. And, at that point, my jaw just hit the floor. And it was a very moment like, fuck it, it could all just end. And it just end now, and I'm happy. And so we took it down and recorded vocals for it at EMP, and then we sent it back to Brian because Brian was out on the Serenity of Suffering tour with out there on the road, and he recorded it of all places in Columbus, Ohio, while touring.
Oh wow!
And he sent it back to me, and I remember exactly where I was at, what I was doing when I got that track for the first
Isn't
time.
technology
and the first
amazing?
time I got to hear it.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. I was in Portland, Oregon. I was with American Overdose. I did their CD release party, and I sang "Letting Go" with them. I made a surprise appearance and shot a video, and I got to hear it. And at that point, that was the highest point in my career ever. Now, granted, I got to go on stage and sing with Korn, and those two moments
That's huge.
are just. It's like being just going out with the people that just really made you want to do what you want to do, and gave you that passion, made you enjoy the art of being a performer and playing music, and to have Brian bring that to me, into my life, into my art, that was just like, screw it, man, you can end it now, we're good. It's like, we're good.
And you know what's great?
I love Brian.
From what we hear,
Go ahead.
we were able to hear, we wanted to make sure the tracks were working before we play them tonight. Every track is right up there with it. So it's not like you did this one and that was it, It's like you really bring it all to every track that you put into it. I'm really impressed because I wasn't really listening to you prior to this. I didn't follow any other projects you were in. And then, obviously I work at EMP. Well, I do the merch side of stuff, and I started following your videos where you were giving sneak peeks, and I was like, wow, this guy can really sing. You got great harmonies, great melody, and so now I am a fan. And tonight we were able to hear 2 more tracks, which we will play here on the show, and they're just really beautiful, very well orchestrated, put together, and it has a blend of a little bit of everything that you bring together in each track. So,
well, that's the thing. This album's like that. Well, we talked earlier, and I told you it's like with what I had done. that was it. That's what it was. But that wasn't who I am.
Sure.
And it didn't really represent who I am as an artist. This right here, this album, is me showing what I'm really about, and musically. And I've said it before, I'm not about just being one style, and I'm not about just, I'm this, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to ram it down your throat, and you hear one, you hear it all. I'm not about that. I'm about writing a song, and I'm about letting the song tell me what to write about, and listening to it and let it move you, because that's what music is. It's supposed to inspire and lift up and help you express your inner feelings.
Correct. And I just want to say about that, like, I know a lot of musicians get involved because they know in their heart they want to play and deliver that, but they may not be there at first. So everybody has their stepping stones of where they ended up. It doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can evolve. Just like in life, you're supposed to evolve. If you're the same person you were 10 years ago, then God help you, because that's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to change and evolve and get better than the person you were yesterday, right? So, I mean,
that's what it's all about. Like,
yeah.
I'm at the AKC Army, and that's what we preach.
Yes. So this is like a step up. This
That's
is
what we
the
preach.
upgraded, new, mature Waylon version.
Yes. I should have turned my phone off. People trying to call me, interrupt this video thing going on.
So let's
Don't call me right now, people.
Right? Well, they're excited. They're excited to hear these new songs, man. And we appreciate you giving us the opportunity to play this for the listeners ourselves.
Let's play the next track.
Yeah, let's talk about Rebirth. Let's talk about that song.
Rebirth. Rebirth is like, that was just, I got this song, like, I did The Killer's Confession, and I had another song on the album he sent me. It's called, the title of that song is called A Final Breath, but in Final Breath I knew I had to take a few moments with and work, and then they sent me this song, and I heard it, and it was just that instant inspired. And I keep talking about that. It's like I had lost that drive to want to sing. To where I'd hear a song and it spoke to me and it made me want to express something I was feeling at that moment.
Sure.
And this song came along, and I got the music. I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking joking me? You gave me Killer's Confession, and now you're giving me this? This is amazing. It's like, it's like, wow, man. It's like 2-in-1 album, great. And they sent this song to me, and at the time I was just seeing a lot of people getting down, and a lot of drama going on around in my life and people's lives around me. And I was watching it all go down, and I seen this, and that's where the lyrics came from in this. And when everybody listens to it, it's pretty much telling you, don't worry about other people, man. It's like, don't waste your time hating. It's like you can hate on anything you want, but it will drain you and end you. It will be your own demise, especially when you let it consume you. And that's exactly what this song's about, is being consumed by hate and letting it destroy your life.
All right. Well, let's get into this. Let's let the audience hear this. This is Rebirth off of the Killer's Confession. And
you are hearing it first on The Edge,
and of
Kerrville's Real Rock Radio.
Off of the Unbroken album, this is Rebirth.
Mother always told me
The Edge, Real
Hello?
Rock Radio. Yes, we are back. That, of course, was Rebirth from Waylon Reavis. Oh, I got it right that time. Off of A Killer's Confession.
There you go.
Off of the Unbroken album. Great stuff right
So
there.
now I have a confession. I'm in love with that song.
Yes.
Yeah, you've been creaming your jeans
Thank
the
you.
whole damn
Shut up.
interview.
That's not how I say it. I'm eloquent about it.
Yeah, right.
No, it really hit me. Like, it hit me, and I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I even told him. So guess what? We're going to put it in rotation. We're actually putting all 3 songs in rotation, and people can go and take control and actually choose it anytime they want to hear it, and it will play within minutes after that on
Yeah.
our app.
Yeah, you get on our
Thank
app.
you, guys.
You get on our app. It's going to be called the Super Request.
Yep.
You're going to look it up, of course, Killer's Confession. Click on the song, and it will be coming up, and you can do that, hell, I don't care, 20 times a day, man. That's great shit right there.
It's amazing. And there's so many
Thank
people
you
right
so
now.
much, guys.
There's so many people sharing this. My page is just filling up like nonstop. They're sharing this
I'm
video.
not going to lie to you. Our system is struggling its ass off to keep up with us.
Hey,
right now.
Waylon, I think the reason why we're having issues is because you're cramming our server as usual, like you did on EMP Merge. He shut down our server twice.
Yeah, well, he's doing it again. We appreciate you doing that, though. We really do, man.
No. I'm gonna say it like it is. Everybody that you're listening, hey, AKC Army, this is how it's done, people. Thank you, man. We love each and every one of you. This is love right here.
That's right.
These kids waited a year for me to come home. They let me go out and walk into the desert and go work with children and take care of myself and heal myself. And they wait on me and look at this. Look, this is love, and I love my fans like they are my family.
Yes.
They are my family.
I've
they're
witnessed
just
that.
like my kids, my wife. They're beautiful people, and I love you guys.
Well, and our fans, you've got tons of fans here, and we're located in Texas, of course, but we are all over the U.S., and I'm telling you, this thing is blowing up. So you've got fans that are they're happy to finally get an album from you, man. They really are.
With that being said, we should talk about the Loudwire real quick. We should get people over there while we're on here. You are up for, what is it? Artist, let me see, the most anticipated.
We're up for most anticipated album of February 2017 on loudwire.com. And I forgot to send that to you.
No, I have it on my page. I got it. I got it.
We do a little research here.
Yeah, vote for the most anticipated release of February 2017, loudwire.com. I actually have the link on my page. I'm going to post it on our Edge page so people can go and vote. And when is the actual last date that we can vote?
The last date is on the 31st, and right now we're currently in second place, but we are in a tight race with Big Rec. I think their name is. I've never heard of them.
Who is that?
I honestly don't pay attention to what's going on
I don't know
with
who
the
that
world.
is.
Music.
Well,
I have my bands I listen to, so that's just kind of how it is.
And I'm going to tell you from what we're hearing so far, and I've gotten to listen to all 3 tracks already ahead of everybody else. This stuff is kick ass, in your face, just power.
It's the next thing.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, this is some great music right here. Everyone's going to want to run out, get this album. Now, when is the album's released already?
Mm-mm.
No, the album will be out February 17th.
February 17th. All right, February 17th, you are going to want to get out and get this. The album is called Unbroken. It is a killer's confession. And again, we're speaking with Waylon Reavis. And we've got another song we're gonna feature off of this album. I believe it's called Sympathy. And it's got
Sympathy.
And that's the one also that features Kimberly from One Eyed Dolls, I believe, right?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
And she did such a beautiful job on this song.
She's great.
She is an amazing person. She really is.
I ran into her at NAMM.
But this song is very special. Isn't she so wonderful? She's just the sweetest person ever.
Well, she's from around
Kimberly.
here.
I love her to death. And
yeah, she's from around here, so she does a lot of shows, and seeing her in action is incredible. So I was very pleased to even know that you know her.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Kimberly went on tour with my old group with us, and I love Kimberly. I'd watch her because she'd be on before us, And she represents Texas everywhere she goes. Hello, Cleveland, Texas. And every city was from Texas.
That's awesome.
Every city and every state is from Texas.
I love
and
it.
I got the biggest kick out of that. And I love her so much. And my wife heard this song. And this song is a special song to this group. Matthew Trumpy and his wife, they were trying to have a baby and they lost it. And during that time of mourning with them, Matthew wrote this song. And Matt came to me and he goes, Waylon, he goes, I expressed my emotions through my music when I wrote this, and this is what it's about. Would you please write it for me? Write this song about this for me. And I'd never wrote like that before. Never had somebody bring something to me, but it was such a moving gesture, and it meant the world to me that he would actually take that kind of pain and ask me to, to express it for him. And I was trying. It broke my heart, and I was like, I will not let you down. You talk about it, put the pressure on because I didn't want to let him down.
Sure.
I wanted it I wanted to write this for them, and my wife was listening to it, and she came up. She goes, "Why don't you call Kimberly? It needs a girl with you." And it is a female voice, and she's a call. And I called Kimberly, and I got Kimberly on it, and like I said, somebody stepped in from up above and helped with this one to really get the job done. They did. And she did so good, and I'm just so proud of it. But that song to me is for the Trumpy family, and I love those people. I may not have known Trumpy for very long, but he is my brother, and he's in my band, and I will love that dude for the rest of my life. He is such a good person, such a good, sweet person, and I'm glad that I got to do this for him.
That's awesome. And I can see the how do I say it? Like, not just the excitement, but it's like a new life or something.
Yeah,
and the
you
way
can see
you
it in 'em.
the way you talk about this new album and the new band and the new music, I mean, it's nice to see the excitement, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
It's so important to give that to fans, like that when you're listening to a band, if there's a negative darkness in it, it's not going to excite people so much, I guess. And, it's not for everybody, but the majority, the masses, they want something that's going to lift them up. That's what we can see in
and
you.
That's the thing. You are so right about that. And I remember when me and Trumpy started this together with the first song, he looked at me. Well, he didn't look at me. He said over the phone. I can't say look. He said over the phone to me.
He's looking at your picture in a frame.
Yeah, he was sitting there. And, I love Trumpy. I love that dude to death. He said to me flat out, he goes, I'm going to take you vocally where you've never been. And to hear somebody to tell me that, and to tell me that they were going to write stuff that was going to push me that hard in my own career was just exciting.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, good. I don't get to do the same old thing anymore. I get to write music, and I get to get my idea out, and I'm going to have somebody challenging me as I challenge them to do better and to write greatness. But real quick, I'm looking at it right now. The real driving force just walked by, and if it wasn't for my wife, Jennifer Reavis, none of this would happen.
Sure.
She's in there getting her some water. She's got back from working out, but she's the one that's been the staple and the pole behind everything, holding it all up. Jen's made sure that the family's okay and the kids are okay, and while she's like, you work on that, and she's watched me slowly go crazy trying to do this so quickly, but I got to give her props real quick. She's in the other room being quiet, but as you see, I'm trying to look at her.
Sure.
But she's trying to be in the room quiet, but she is the reason that this happened. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, we
Chris,
really.
why don't you come here and say hello to the world?
Come on, Jen.
Y'all want to meet my wife?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
meet
Come
your
here,
wife.
Jen.
wanna
Come
meet
here.
Jen?
Everybody wants to come here. Come here.
Come on.
Come here. Come here, Mama. What? She said, no way. Come here, Mama. Come here, Mama. I want you to meet Miss Killer.
There you go.
And she is the boss.
I'm telling you. Well,
I don't think she's going to join me. She's got to be working out. She's like,
she says that's more your job than hers.
Well, tell her we said
that's
thank
exactly
you.
Right. She knows what my job. She is. Everybody says thank you, Jen.
Well, again, like I
She said,
said,
you're welcome.
Like I said, it's just nice to see an artist so excited and proud and happy of their music that they're getting ready to release. You know how it is. A lot of these artists, it's the same old thing. Churn it out, throw it out. You know what I mean? And it shows in the music. This stuff kicks ass. That's all I can say.
Thank you. Can I go ahead and tell you a secret?
Sure.
We're 6 songs deep into album 2 already.
Are you really?
Nice.
You heard it here first, my friends.
We are. We have a plan. But guys, we don't stop writing, and the reason that is because of today's society.
Because you're not supposed
we have to move with the times. No, you're not supposed to. 10 albums, 10 years is what we're planning on doing.
Wow.
10 albums in 10 years. And the reason is because everybody changes their taste like they do their underwear.
Sure.
Everybody wants something new always.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got into this to write, and we're going to write one on the road, we're going to write when we're home, but we want to be just like pumping music out. Because what's the point? I don't want to sit there and go out for 2 years and play the same set and have to do covers. I'd rather have an album out this time next year. When I release this album, I guess I'm going to be releasing an album every February.
There you go.
That's how this is going to work.
So
as soon as we're done with that album, we're going to start writing the next one.
Well, I guess we'll pencil you in for every February or January to put you on the show, man.
Yeah.
That'd
Wait,
be awesome.
you're gonna tour and write and get this all together? That's impressive. That's what everybody wants out of a
it's like,
band.
what else am I going to do? Well,
Sure.
here's what the Killer's Confession consists of: eating, farting, writing music, and playing video games. That's it. That's
See?
it.
What more could
That's
you
all
ask
it is.
for?
It's
Yeah.
just like a bunch of kids.
That's rock and roll, man.
That's life, dude.
That's in rock and roll. Hey, can I show you guys somebody special in my life, though?
Yes.
Sure.
Can I show you guys somebody special? Come here. Come. Oh, here they come.
There they are.
This is
Hi.
my niece.
And who's this
Hey,
one?
baby girl.
That's-
What you doing? This is my great niece. Or I'm kind of her grandfather. 38-year-old grandpa. This is Melina. Can you say hey there, babe? And there's my chihuahua. And this is my wife, Jennifer, everybody.
Hi,
Hi, Jennifer.
I know it's a terrible angle.
So glad to have you on.
She's going after Pablo. She's going after the dog.
There
She's seen
you
the
go.
dog.
Well, we want to play this song Sympathy. Again, you want to give just a little brief description again of what this song was about? That's better.
My wife's teaching me camera angles.
Yes.
Somebody's got to do it, right? There you go.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There it is, AKC.
I like
That
it.
is not a pentagram, people.
Yeah. That's. Where are those hats up? Where?
Hey, come here, Phoenix. This is my youngest son, Phoenix, everybody.
All
this
right.
is my youngest. This
Hi,
is my
Phoenix.
little boy, Phoenix. Say hey, Phoenix.
Future
Musician. Hey, where are
And
those?
then there we got the little one.
Oh, she's walking. Yay.
Watch out, here she comes.
Yeah. Hey, where do you get those hats at?
We got a house full. Well, you can come see me. Do you want one? Do me get you one, Pamela?
Yes, I want one.
Well, if Pam gets one, you know I get
you
one.
Just hit me up. I've got a whole new batch.
Okay, I'll hit you
I'll
up.
send two. How's that sound?
That
Okay.
sounds good. That
Yes.
sounds good.
Now, see, y'all missed out on the Killer's Confession
Oh,
embroidered hoodies we did. We did a limited number of those.
Hey, you know what?
Those are all embroidered.
Somebody was walking around NAMM all weekend with a red hoodie. A Killer's Confession.
Yes, I have a couple of those. You can get those in tour. Yes,
Yep.
we had 25 of those made. I made 50 of these, and those were day one. If I see you wearing one, that means I knew you were there from the start.
Yes.
Those were the only two. That's the only time we're ever doing those two hoodies.
awesome.
No. That's not a bottle.
All right. Well, we're going to feature this song right now. We're going to play Sympathy off of the Unbroken album. Again, this is a Killer's Confession, the song Sympathy on the Edge. The Edge. Real Rock Radio, Brian Keith, along with Pamela. I'm going to tell you right now, that was a beautiful song, man. And the vocals were amazing on that. Great stuff.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. Well, like I said, I mean, that song had a very special meaning, and it comes from a very special place, to try to express, for them. And, expressing for yourself is one thing, but when you really try to do it for somebody else to help express their feelings, it puts you in a place to dig deep. And my wife and I remember when we had a miscarriage and understood, and it was a special song. And I remember I did it. That was the last song I did for on the album I wrote. And I was I waited. I did not want to rush. I did not want to ruin it. I wanted it to be right. I wanted the song to speak for itself, but I wanted the message to be clear, And I think, I hope
it was clear. Yeah,
man.
you nailed it for sure.
That was great stuff. Great song right there. Beautiful. So,
And-
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I was a little bit nervous releasing these 3D guys, but I was like, forget it, man. These songs are good. And I've got a good response from them. I'm just like, all right, let's just give it up.
Not good. They're solid, man.
Yeah.
They're not just good. They're solid. That is just some great stuff right there, man. I can't wait. We're putting it in rotation.
Thank you so much.
That stuff is going to be, again, we are putting these 3 songs in rotation. So they will be able to be heard on the Edge. And if you want to hear them 3-4 times a day, which I know is going to happen. I already know it's going to happen. I can see it just by the Facebook post.
Yeah.
All you got to do is hit Super Request, pick which one of the songs you want to hear, push that button, and it will play. And we're happy to be able to do that. And we are blessed that you allowed us to do that. So we really appreciate that.
We really appreciate you coming on the show tonight and being patient with
Can
us.
I do something real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
I got something special. I have a team, and America helps me. America helps me run AKC Global, and I got Jaso Loco, and it's his birthday, and I want to say, Jaso, happy birthday, brother, man. I really appreciate everything you do, because I got people helping me out. I can't do everything by myself.
Sure.
And the internet is a great big place, and I can't be in all places at once, but I just want to wish him a happy birthday real quick. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday,
I know he's
Jaso.
listening at home, so happy birthday, brother.
There you go. Happy
Happy birthday, brother.
man.
And hi, America. I know her very well. She's a sweetheart. She does a lot, and she really believes in you tenfold. And she does a lot online. Honestly, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't know very much about your project. So
She's a wonderful person, and she has a great big heart.
she does.
And, I try to surround myself with that type of people. I don't like
genuine.
darkness. I don't
Yeah.
like I don't like con artists. I don't like people with ulterior motives. I like people with heart and genuine intentions.
Sure.
And I try to keep those type of people in my life, and that's what's up.
Well, from what I'm seeing and hearing right now, 2017 is going to be pretty huge for you, my friend. I just see that coming.
Thank you very much. We kind of called it the year of the killer.
There you go. I like
Yeah.
it. It's got a good ring to it, man. That's good stuff.
That's the name of the tour, the year of the killer, starting it in January.
There you
That's
go.
awesome. Well, good luck on your tour. Safe travels. I hope you're coming through Texas. I know you said you're going East Coast, but hope you make it down here.
We're going to hit Texas. We're going to hit Texas as soon as possible. It really didn't make the routing on this run, but I got a good feeling that you guys are going to have a big reason we're going to be down there probably very soon.
Well,
Good.
we're going to get you down here. I can guarantee you that, my
Yeah,
friend.
man, if you could come stop in the studio even on the tour, I mean, I'll come get you and bring you up here during the day or something before your show.
Done deal. I will be there with bells on it, and then you can meet my guys.
Yeah.
And that's what's amazing. I want you to meet my boys.
Yeah.
Because they are very, very good people,
Hey,
and those guys are not the people you're going to expect to meet. They are wonderful individuals, each and every one of them, and I would not replace any of them.
if you guys could actually come in and like play an acoustic set, that would be even better, you know?
So,
We could do that. Yeah, we're going to be on tour for 30 days, and I got a good feeling that I can talk us into working something out for
stopping
you
in
guys.
Texas.
Yeah.
So, okay, before we let you go, we've got listeners all over. You want to give a few of those dates where they can come and see you live? I know you said you got 30 days coming up.
Yes.
Let's get that information
Here I
out
go.
there.
Hold on. Let me get the laptop open. Here we go.
There you go.
You want to know where I'm going to be? 2 seconds. There's a fan.
Your number one fan right there.
There's my number one fan. Here we go, guys. Put in my password.
Yeah, because I'm sure these listeners are going to want to know where they can catch this. It's going to be a great show, I'm sure.
Okay, here we go. This is the Year of the Killers tour right here. We will be starting off this Friday in Jacksonville, North Carolina on 127 at Hooligans in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Then we're heading to Clarksville, Tennessee to the Warehouse. On the 29th, we'll be in Hickory, North Carolina at the Vault Bar and Lounge. And then we're going to take Monday off. The first 3 days, take a day off. And then Tuesday on the 31st, we're going to be in Orlando, Florida at the Haven. And then we're going to head back up to Spartanburg, South Carolina to Ground Zero. And then we're going to go to Reading, PA at the Reverb. And then Friday, 2-3, we're going to be in Queens, New York at the Blackthorn 51. And then we're heading to Providence, Rhode Island on the 4th at the Fiat Music Hall. And then on the 5th, on Sunday, we'll be in Manchester, New Hampshire at the Jewel Nightclub. Then we're taking 2 more days off. We'll take off the 6th and 7th, then we'll be back at it the 8th, heading to those fans in Canada, in Toronto, at the Collation. And then the 9th, we're coming back to New York to Rochester at Pineapple Jack's. And then we head back to my home state of Ohio. We're playing Akron, and we'll be at the Empire. And then on the 11th, we'll be at Crest Hill, Illinois at Bata Brew. And then the 12th at Louisville and Kentucky at Brewski's. 2/13 we'll be in Johnson City, Tennessee at the Hideaway. 2/14 we'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana at the Rusty Spur. Then 2/15, I can't even pronounce that name of Wisconsin. Coyote, Wisconsin at the Metal Grill.
Well, say that one more
And
time.
then we're going to Peoria, Illinois.
Can you say that Wisconsin date again? I'm originally from Wisconsin.
Cudahy, Cudahy. I don't even know. Don't even look English.
Yeah,
Cuda.
yeah.
Cuda.
All right, so all my friends up in Wisconsin,
Cuda.
we've got huge listeners up in Wisconsin. There's the show you want to get to. If you're in
We'll be
Wisconsin,
at Cuda,
check that out.
Wisconsin at the Metal Grill.
There you go.
And then on 2/16, we're going to be in Peoria, Illinois. 2/17, we're going to be in Heath, Ohio at the Muddy Creek Saloon. And then we're finishing all up in the scariest place in the world, Detroit, Michigan, 2/18 at the Token Lounge.
Yeah, good old Detroit.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you read all those dates. I mean, whoever gives any time, you know, at least you can. You have time here to say that stuff and let your fans know. You know, there's no rush.
There is no rush, and that's the thing. We don't take days off. We have 3 days off this entire tour, and I usually don't like taking any days
That's
off.
crazy.
And like I said, I'm going to take it easy on him at first. I gave him 3 days off.
Sure. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, just real quick, what do you do to keep your voice up to par?
Well, nothing. I do what I do. I just do it.
You're just naturally
it's one of them
talented.
times I am blessed. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying I'm
No,
lucky
you are
and I'm
blessed. Yeah.
And I like a long time ago, somebody told me that I would turn in, like when I got into touring mode and I got really used to doing this, you become a machine. And I took that literally, and that's what happened. I get on stage, I turn it on, and we go. And that's how we do it. And I've been trying to push that same idea onto my guys. It's like, guys, it just becomes second nature. You know, with me, it's muscle memory because the voice is a muscle. You got to train it to do what you want it to do.
That's right.
With the guys, it's just like you're going to be just going in and out, different city every night, and you're going to do what you do, and you do it the best you can.
Yeah.
Not the best of all, just the best you can.
Just
There you
just watch out for, getting sick, going to different public places. Make sure they know that I'm a manager, so I'm like motherly on the road. So, just they have to know that somebody has to put that in their head. Like, take good care.
Oh, my managers are my tour manager's already on it. My tour manager's actually the guy that taught me how to be on the road. He was my first tour manager, and I have brought him back out because he did such a good job with me to train my guys, to actually make sure that they're taken care of and they understand what's to be expected, but also how to live on the road, because it's not easy. It's a very difficult thing.
It's not easy.
If you're not accustomed to it, if you're not accustomed to it, you will not want to do it. Everybody's like, "Oh, I can't wait to hit the road." Yeah, go do it a couple times, and you won't think that.
Yeah.
It's a very smelly, stinky place.
Dirty.
Unless you're playing in arenas and you can fly to everywhere you're going, you ain't seeing the shower for weeks.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's dirty.
All right. Well, we want to thank Waylon for being on our show tonight. I appreciate it. It is a Killer's Confession. Now, the new album is going to be Unbroken and released again what day?
On February 14th, it will be released. You can go pick it up through EMP. Go to empmerch.com and go about Pamela. Go shut her server down again.
There you go. There you go.
Come shut my server down, guys. But empmerch.com, you can actually pre-order it now, along with a T-shirt and a very cool, rare, deluxe, a Killer's Confession package. Actually, I just want him to describe that a little bit. Go ahead and tell about that deluxe.
The deluxe package where you get everything but the kitchen sink.
Yes.
You get the final mask. My final mask that I will never wear.
Yeah, and each one is individually made, custom. It's just custom to order.
Of them. That's it.
And no two are the same.
I guess we better get our order in then.
Yeah, no two are the same.
I'm going to have
Go to empmerch.com.
Yep, I'm going to have to get my order in. I know that.
You love it.
I know I would.
Yeah.
And it's my final mask, and with that, you actually get a handwritten letter from me, and I write a thank you letter with that, because I believe if you're going to spend the extra dollar, you get the extra buck. You get a lot of stuff with that. You get a exclusive poster, exclusive T-shirt. You get a handwritten letter from me, and you get a Lazy Roadie pass, which is good for 2 years, where you get to come and be with the band. Not just a VIP pass. You get to come and be with the band all day. You get to we show up, do what we do, and leave when we leave. And you have full access, and you're a roadie, but you don't have to work.
Awesome.
And no two letters are the same either. Right?
No two letters are the same, because I'm a very scatterbrained guy, and I can imagine what I'm going to be writing to these people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Again, well, we want to really appreciate you being on the show. These songs will be in rotation. Again, it is off of the Unbroken. It is a Killer's Confession. None other than Waylon Reavis. I got it right again. 3 times now tonight. I'm getting better, man. Waylon, again, appreciate
Thank you for getting my name right.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you guys having me.
We loved it. Thank you.
Help me get this. kicking off this tour. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And again, we're going to be hearing some more from Waylon and A Killer's Confession coming up. We are going to be putting these songs into rotation. Get out there, support the tour, support this band. Great stuff. You want to hear more of this music? Get on the edge, and we're going to be playing it, and click it on. Again, Waylon, have a great night. Thank you for being on the show, and looking forward to talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Anytime you need me, you call. I'll be here.
We
You
will.
got it,
You
man.
got my number.
All right. All right. That was Waylon, and we appreciate